Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. So tonight I wanted to show you some cards with Geared Up Garage. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Paper is fun. The dies that you can get with the set are fun. This one, to do all these gears, plus all these like separate gears, but I'll quickly bring this over. This is a card I'm doing tonight. And look at that holographic. I love this new paper. But this also cuts out the paper. These little ones, you'll see I cut this one out. I'm using that on a card tonight. So there's a lot of other things. It does cut out one of the cars on here. The other ones have to be fussy cut. But let's see what else is in here. Now I'm making a mess. But it'll cut those gas cans. But all fun backgrounds. Some of them can even be used for, because they're solid basically, they can be used for other cards also. Like the back of that, but I don't want to waste that. Those cars are really cool. I also brought in tonight on one of the cards, Be Mine Stitch Framelits. I used this little one, which is really, really cool. It just leaves the stitching on your card. So I'm going to be having some fun with these as well. It doesn't cut it out. So this will be fun to do some small ones, big ones. You'll be seeing that soon once I discovered that. Okay, put that aside. Put this aside. And let's get going. So my first trick, I guess, will be this card I showed you. Now, this paper, this comes in the Grapefruit Grove, and then this one, which is, I think, Lovely Lipstick. So this one isn't, this is, you know, just the normal shiny, but this one just shocked the hell out of me that it's so that it shows so many different colors on it. Oh, I could really see it on my computer. I mean, it's not all that bright, but but I'm like really impressed at it. All right, so we'll put that aside and we'll get going. So what I did with this, I did pre-cut most of everything, which is becoming the norm. I'm just trying not to lose things like I usually do. So this one is 4 by 5 1/4. And I took this little guy in Smokey Slate and just stamped a background. So very random. Gotta love random, right? When you can, like, basically, it's done. It's all you need to do. I'll just get what's on here off. Okay, then I took the geared, where is it? All geared up, and stamped that in black. And I kept it to the right. So this is from the Stitched Framelits. And then I also did the same thing just to add a little on that. So then I took these and put one there and one there. So let's glue them down. Oh, and what was really fun with this, I didn't save them, but these little circles, I can't even flip it over, but these little circles that come out in different sizes, like I did save a bunch of them, because how cool will they look like as a decoration on another card, you know, doing 1, 2, 3 like that, just as a nice decoration. So you don't need a lot. I'm just going to dot it all over. What's great about wet glue is it really does hold whatever you're putting down, it holds it down. So we'll just put that like that. And I do find transferring the glue over is so much easier to use this. Okay, and then this one went down like that. Kind of let it overlap a little bit. And then this we popped up. I see the colors. I just glanced up at the computer. This like really... Hi, honey. I don't know if you're still watching. He usually pops in and says hello. I don't know if he stays and watches. So then this piece that I cut out of the paper, I just used it as a little decoration in the corner. Whoa. I've got all these different pairs of tweezers and I can't seem to use them either. But my fingers... Let me get one more piece right there. Drop. Okay, and then we're going to take this. Oh, first I want to sponge it. But I'm going to sponge it with gray granite because it's a little bit darker. So it'll show a little bit more. It's got a little brown tone to it. And that's because raising it up, it'll just give that a little bit extra. It looks greasy, like a greasy garage. Okay. So then just put that on the card and it's done. Little crooked. So let's try to fix that. Okay, it's as fixed as it's going to get fixed. So there is card number 1. So for card number 2, here's where I used that heart. Oh, this was going to go on the inside of that other one. I'll just show you. This is what I did on the inside of that one. I just added a piece on the inside. So I'll do that one after. But here is this card. And I wanted to show you when you're putting this through. So if you want your, like on this card, I did the lines going sideways. So you would close it like this and put it through. And you're always supposed to put the closed end through first. But you can't when you're doing a full card and you want it to go up and down. So you can, on occasion, put it through that way. And then you'll have it just on the front of the card is all I wanted it. And I didn't want to add any extra weight to put a separate card. So that's for the inside. So we have, I did not write down the measurements. You know what? I will post them after of what my layers were. But I took this stamp, You Jumpstart My Heart. So that is why I pulled in that other set. And you don't want to make it anything too gooey, ooey for a guy. So that simply gets stamped right there. And then fussy cutting this car. Look at that, I knew where they were. So we'll get that ready. So that's going to go on top of that layer. Let's just throw this inside piece. Get it out of the way, it's done. Okay. And then this one. And we just kind of center that. Just eyeing it. And then this is going to go down on that. And then nothing crazy. I mean, it's really a simple card. That's the fussy cut car. And then on the ends of the paper, where did I just put that? Well, on the ends of the paper, there's like these half cars, like this. So you can get some use out of them. So this was on the one end. So I took this and just glued it on the inside like that. So it kind of looks like he's driving around there. And there he is. So that's how simple that card was. And then there's this one. So this one I brought in Well Said, the dies. Oh, I hope I put this. Did I? Yes, you're a classic. This needs to be burnished. And I did forget, I don't know where the ribbon is. Okay, we're going to fake it. Let's see if I can find it real fast. Oh, Gail, Gail. Thought you were ready. Thought you were ready, but you fooled yourself. It is not here. All right, I'm going to do it without it. And I cleaned this whole stamping area today. Okay, so anyway, I can add it after. See, Sue, that's why we have to stamp together, because we find things for each other. Okay, so I stamped that on the bottom, and then obviously put the tape there, but the ribbon, I know it's going to be right in front of me. So then I'm just going to put like glue on everything but the wheels so that I'll be able to slide it under there. So the happy birthdays, I layered. So I cut them out 3 times just to give it some more depth. And then you just glue them together. So it gives you more dimension, which sometimes is needed. And then I kind of laid things out to see where they were going to fit. And these are different cars, so they're going to lay a little bit different. Okay, so we're using the glue, which I didn't put a cover back on. And it's going to, oh, there it goes. So like I said, I'm going to leave the wheels not glued so I can slip that under after. And your edges are straight, so that makes it easy too. But you could, I mean, tape it there and then cut off the edge if you needed less room or more room. Okay, and then the same thing, we'll glue this down. And then I was also thinking of taking our detail glue, which is kind of like Crystal Effects, and putting that on top of the happy birthday to make it all shiny. Would give it an extra little pizzazz. But I was thinking of it, I didn't do it, but I do like the idea of doing that. So maybe one of these cards will get it. The one without the ribbon, of course. It does make it easier to handle, giving it the extra layers. Okay, and since I can put it together because I did not wrap that ribbon around, I just put it edge to edge. And then this just went flat. I'm not seeing well either. So there it is, finished. Okay, and then for my final disaster, card. So I did use the blends, And I'm not going to color for you because you have seen me color. And all the pieces hopefully are right here. Not bad. The only thing I lost was the ribbon. It's not so bad. Okay, this has to get stamped. And then I'll show you the trick on putting that border die. So we used this one, that one, and that one. Okay, and I do believe I did it in the gray granite. This is gray granite, not Smokey Slate. So I did some lightly. I can do it straight. And then a few of these. And then I filled in with the nuts. I think it's good. It's good. Okay, then this one went down. And I just found one that didn't poke out. There's got to be something to do with the other pieces that come out of this. I know somebody's brain will think of it. Okay, so then what you do to make sure that this is going to fit, and I did cut this smaller, so I may overlap it a little bit. I wanted, see how this card has such a small border? I wanted larger border because it's just how I like it. So let's put this one on first. And I'll show you why I figured to do it this way. Whoops. I just put that on upside down. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Don't put them upside down. Okay, so then you can go in and set this in the middle, and it'll just fit right in there. Hopefully the other one too, even though it's upside down. Okay, and then this goes on the red piece, and this is Poppy Parade. And then we can put this onto the card. And we'll use this. And I'll show you the difference, or I'll explain to you what I did different. All right, where'd I put the dots? There they are. When I colored the cars, the first one I did the basic way, is go in your, your light color, and then putting your dark color where the shading is. So here's the first one I did. So most of it is light, and then I went over it with some dark and then blended it. But I wanted that car to be darker. So what I did was I did the dark red, and then I took the color lifter and went over some of the spots where I wanted it to look lighter. So that's a trick when you want something darker than the norm. The other reason why I put down the red pieces first is because when I did the white first, this was like sticking out and I had to trim it. So sometimes you learn from your mistakes. That's definitely how I learn. So let me put this up, and I will bring back. I also did one other card. It wasn't one of Sue's favorites, so then I thought maybe it was the happy birthday. But I had this buffalo check just sitting here because I had done a bunch of them. So I'm going to do another card, and then I'll post them both. But that was just another one that I played with. So let's bring them all back, except the one without the ribbon. And that one. So there's my Geared Up Garage cards. And I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. And I don't think I'll be here Wednesday. I don't know why, but I won't. But I will see you again on Sunday, and I might pop in sometime in between. So have a great holiday, everybody. Enjoy whatever Santa brings you and your children and your friends, and we'll see you soon. Good night.